studying out of India or settling out of India. Is this your goal or plan, being an Indian? If yes, then please take some time to watch this video. Hi guys and welcome to another True Talk with Tea. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you a few things that you should know before settling out of India while being an Indian yourself. So let's get straight to it. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. Please join my community if you've ever liked my work even a teeny tiny bit. If you're already a part of this channel, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. Okay, so let me tell you why am I talking about this. So I recently visited Canada. My sister was actually there for a few months for a project, and I also paid like a 1 month visit till she came back. And I met a few people, some students, some working professionals who had quite an honest story to share. And basis that, I'm telling you a few things. Also, my eldest sister herself has settled in UK. She was studying there, so I know quite a bit about what are the experiences of people and what should you know. Starting with the good points, the pros, right? Obviously, you get very, very independent. You learn how to do things yourself. You become very, very street smart. Suddenly overnight आप बड़े हो जाते हो in a good way also, because you learn how to budget, you learn how to manage things जो शायद अपने घर पे रह के आप नहीं करते, because mama is there, dad is there, and those things. So that protective environment से जब आप निकलते हो, you're forced to learn things yourself and do things yourself. So that's obviously a very, very good thing. Number two good thing is you get exposed to new cultures, you get exposed to a variety of new opportunities, right? Even in terms of career aspects, there are so many things जो abroad है और India में नहीं है. There are so many things जो India में है and abroad नहीं है. So you get that diversification if you want to, and you meet new people, which is also a good thing. Sometimes you never know, you meet the love of your life also. तो काफी सारे benefits तो हैं. Cleaner environment, I think that should also be added here, because I know मैं जब कनाडा से वापस आई, मेरी सर्दी इतनी वापस आ गया. I'm extremely allergic to dust. और कनाडा में मेरी sneezing काफी कम थी. So yeah, cleaner environment is also one very, very, very big positive point. Having said that, everybody else will be telling you what are the goods, what are the bads. It's obviously a name that I've studied from this country, I've studied from that developed country. सुनने में बहुत अच्छा लगता है. And I know there are a lot of people on the internet who are gonna be telling you the pros and the good. So today, let me share another perspective from personal experiences of people. I unfortunately could not record them because it's not allowed to, and I will not even take names. But let me tell you what I learned from them. So let's get to it. Number one, staying alone and staying abroad, going out of India, also means living a more expensive life in a compromised standard of living. Yes, understand one thing, even if you're getting a fully paid scholarship, it is not cheap to live abroad. Basic expenses, आप पानी भी लेने जाओगे तो $3 का मिलता है Canada में, like one bottle of water. So you can imagine how expensive things are over there, right? आप कोई कल्चर शॉक लग जाएगा इन अ वे कि इन इंडिया ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इज इजीली अवेलेबल. यू हैव मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस. आप ऑटो लो, आप कैब लो, आप लोकल ट्रेन लो, आप मेट्रो लो, आप बस लो, आप फ्लाइट लो. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट you get different modes of payment. Everybody has an option कि ठीक है, you can pay from here, you can pay from there, you can go for a very cheap mode of transportation, a more expensive mode of transportation. However, abroad, the modes of transportation really curb down, right? Mostly for local commute, you'll be like, you'll use a cab or you'll use your own car. So they say if you don't have a car abroad, it becomes very, very expensive, and that is true, because cabs, literally, if I say from a Santa Cruz to Bandra, can cost you nearly 700 rupees in Canadian dollars. So it can cost you like $10 to $11. That is very, very minimum. The cheapest to cheapest fare I'm talking about. Now you'll be like, यार metro भी तो होता है. हाँ, कुछ cities में होते हैं, like London has it, you'll say New York has it, but not the smaller cities. They do not have it. At least I have not seen it. In case I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. Okay. Having said that, even if you want to go from one city to another, it makes a lot of sense if you have your own car. Otherwise, it becomes so expensive, especially the intercity trains and bus. Oh my god, they are very, very, very expensive. And cabs की तो आपको जानना भी नहीं है. Like, if I tell you, as a tourist, when I traveled from London, Ontario to Toronto, which is also in Ontario, it costed us around $250 for 4 people back and forth. काफी ज़्यादा expensive. And India intercity travel in a bus is very, very affordable for most people. Most people take it because it is affordable, right? So इंडिया में आपको जो options मिलेंगे in terms of cost, कि आप कुछ सेम चीज सस्ते में ले सकते हो, सेम चीज महंगे में ले सकते हो, Maybe abroad you don't get those options. Okay, guys, sorry for the sudden look change, location change. I actually forgot to mention 2 points which I want to highlight because they are so important. Number one is healthcare. हमें लगता है कि यार abroad healthcare free है, which is so great. Most countries have this free system. In US, of course, there's the insurance system, otherwise it's so expensive. But what we also need to understand is with free healthcare comes at the cost of you having to wait. इंडिया में यू हैव मल्टीपल डॉक्टर्स एट योर डिस्पोजल, आपके डिस्पोजल, आपके एरिया में एक लोकल डॉक्टर होगा, हॉस्पिटल्स होंगे, लैब्स होंगे. अब्रॉड इफ यू आर अनवेल, आपको यूजुअली कॉल करना पड़ता है या वेट करना पड़ता है टिल अ डॉक्टर इज अवेलेबल टू सी यू बिकॉज इट इज फ्री. राइट, बिकॉज इट इज फ्री सब लोग घुस जाते हैं एंड दे ऑल्सो विल बी लाइक we'll only attend to the most important cases. So that is also something you need to consider. And then of course in countries like US, अगर आपके पास इंश्योरेंस नहीं है तो आप हेल्थ केयर अफोर्ड ही नहीं कर सकते. इट इज दैट एक्सपेंसिव. सो येस, इंडिया में हेल्थ केयर इज पेड बट यू हैव प्राइस रेंज ऑप्शंस. वहां पे भी प्राइवेट होता है बट द प्राइवेट वंस आर सो एक्सपेंसिव दैट लिटरली barely आई थिंक 1 or 2% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन कैन अफोर्ड इट. बाकी जो फ्री है लिटरली अवेलेबिलिटी ही नहीं है. मतलब आपको अगर थ्रोट इन्फेक्शन हो गया तो इट्स समटाइम्स नॉट इवन कंसिडर दैट इंपॉर्टेंट. दिल बी लाइक फोन पे बात कर लो, कभी कभी फोन पे भी बात नहीं कर सकते. So healthcare is something that you should also be aware about the differences. And number two, in most places, garbage collection. Now this may seem very silly, but इंडिया में ना हमें आदत है कि हमारा गार्बेज, हमारा जो कचरा होता है घर का, इट गेट्स कलेक्टेड एवरी सिंगल डे. एटलीस्ट हमारे घर से बाहर जाता है. इन दीज कोल्ड कंट्रीज ये इतना नहीं होता. अ लॉट ऑफ गार्बेजेस आर कलेक्टेड ओनली वंस अ वीक. कनाडा में तो भाई साहब अलग ही सिस्टम चल रहा है. इट्स लाइक आप घर के बाहर भी नहीं रख सकते, आपको घर के अंदर ही रखना पड़ता है. 2 हफ्तों में एक बार गार्बेज कलेक्ट होता है एंड आई थिंक ऑल्टरनेट वीक्स पे खाली रिसाइक्लेबल आइटम्स कलेक्ट होते हैं. सो इट्स very complicated. It's obviously good for the environment but it is very complicated and it's a major difference. Can get very annoying. In fact, so many people ना अपना कचरा लेके अपने ऑफिस में जाके फेंकते हैं because ऑफिस से आप घर पे कितना ही रखोगे. So yeah, these two are points that I wanted to highlight as differences. And now continue to the original video. Now, talking about the negative factor number two. Now, this is based on true events. I've heard this from so many people and I've seen it myself. Depression kills you. Really, you also need to be aware that you need to be mentally strong before going abroad. It is not easy to live your life alone. It is not the same. India में क्या होता है ना, इवन इफ यू डोंट नो द पीपल, कोई ना कोई मिल जाता है टू हैव लाइक अ 5-10 मिनट कॉन्वर्सेशन. चाहे वो आपका वॉचमैन हो, चाहे वो आपका स्टोर वाला हो, कोई समवेयर, some place or the other, you'll find somebody to have a conversation, you'll find a connection, even in a local train you'll find a connection. Whereas abroad ऐसा नहीं होता. सब अपने काम से काम रखते हैं to the extent that they don't want to talk to you. Hi, hello, how are you, that's it. Right? And people are too engrossed. अभी क्या करेंगे? You need to understand that they don't have that kind of support system that we have in India, right? So what happens is even on weekends, max one day of the weekend, your friends will come out with you. The other 2 days, they'll spend one day in cleaning, organizing their house, stocking up their groceries, and max the third day they will rest. तो ये पूरा वीकेंड ऐसे निकल गया. Who will you meet? So if you go and stay there alone, your life is very difficult. In fact, I highly recommend that if you plan to go abroad, try to find a place where you know people already, you have friends already, or if you can go with family, brilliant bonus. Because alone, the chances of depression are very high. I had this taxi driver who was telling me कि मैं बात करना भूल गया हूँ किसी से, क्योंकि मैं यहाँ रहता हूँ, कोई बात ही नहीं करता, कोई कुछ नहीं करता, समझ ही नहीं आता क्या करे. ही इज लाइक, आई एम डूइंग सो वेल, आई डोंट नीड टू डू इट, आई डोंट नीड टू राइड अ टैक्सी, बट व्हाट डू आई डू आफ्टर 5 PM? मुझे समझ ही नहीं आता, मेरा घर मुझे काटने को दौड़ता है. द एग्जैक्ट वर्ड्स आई एम सेइंग. तो ये चीजें आपको अकाउंटेबिलिटी में लेनी ही पड़ेगी. इट इज नॉट इजी. योर मेंटल हेल्थ कैन गो फॉर अ टॉस. सो प्लीज बी मेंटली प्रिपेयर्ड इफ यू रियली वांट टू गो अब्रॉड. आई एम नॉट सेइंग मत जाओ, बट बी अवेयर कि यार ये होने के बहुत चांसेस हैं, बहुत ज्यादा चांसेस. इनफैक्ट 9 out of 10 आई वुड से चांसेस होते हैं. राइट, दैट लेवल ऑफ लोनलीनेस मैक्सिमम इफ यू आर इन अ यूनिवर्सिटी मे बी इतनी नहीं होगी, आई वुड से, बट द मोमेंट यू आर डन विद यूनिवर्सिटी, दैट लोनलीनेस विल कम टू किल यू इन अ वे. राइट, इट गेट्स वेरी अलूफ. 5-6 बजे यूजुअली वहां पे सब बंद हो जाता है. नाउ नेक्स्ट पॉइंट दैट मोस्ट ऑफ अस थिंक बट इट्स एक्चुअली नॉट ट्रू. वी थिंक यार वेस्टर्न कंट्री है, पक्का बहुत एडवांस्ड होगी. है, आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ एडवांसमेंट्स, बट एक्चुअली इफ यू सी इट, इंडिया टू इज नॉट फार बिहाइंड. इनफैक्ट अ लॉट ऑफ इंडियंस को धक्के लग जाते हैं कि यार यहाँ पे ये सब करना पड़ता है, यहाँ पे तो हमें बहुत इजीली मिल जाता है. इन द सेंस की बेसिक थिंग्स. ओके, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द मेन्स एंड ऑल, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट even like a Swiggy, a Zomato, an Amazon, your life is so much more easy. I'm not saying Amazon वगैरह नहीं है वहाँ पे, लेकिन जिस लेवल के कन्वीनियंस पे यहाँ पे है बिल्कुल भी वहाँ पे नहीं है. यहाँ पे if I want something at 2 a.m. in the night I can easily order it and get. वहाँ पे ऑर्डर करने से पहले मुझे 100 बार सोचना पड़ेगा. एक तो कितने प्लेसेस में है नहीं ग्रोसरी डिलीवरी, अगर है इट इज सो डैम एक्सपेंसिव, राइट? So that's just a very basic example, but in a lot of means India too is very advanced and is technologically really really coming up. I'm not telling you कि आप abroad मत जाओ या cancel your dreams or don't think only सिर्फ इंडिया अच्छा है. No, मेरी खुद की बहन abroad पढ़ चुकी है, वहां रहती है, मैं ऐसा क्यों बोलूंगी, right? All I'm trying to tell you is don't get blinded by the dreams or the fake reality that is shown in movies, or sometimes even friends put it up because they don't want to show their sad reality. Also be aware कि ये जितना एक ब्यूटीफुल साइड है वहां रहने का, एक बहुत ही डार्क साइड भी है. And are you willing to face that dark side is more important, because only and only for the people who are willing to face that dark side आगे जाने के chances ज्यादा है. One more point I'll add actually is jobs. यार jobs भी इतनी easily नहीं मिलती. In fact, most people there, even after being IT graduates, finance graduates, are having to do such small local jobs because the market is not that strong at this point. तो ऐसा नहीं है. और अगर मिल भी जाता है, सपोज आपको एक बहुत हाई पैकेज मिलता है, वी फील कि यार वाह वहां पे पैसे बहुत कमा सकते हैं, क्या ट्रू, यू सी कि वाह मेरे को वहां पे ना 5 लाख रुपीज का पैकेज मिल गया पर मंथ इफ आई कन्वर्ट इट फॉर वट एवर प्लेस. बट यू नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग आपके खर्चे भी तो उतने हैं, राइट? ये नहीं कोई देखता, आपको खाली दिखता है वाह मुझे 5 लाख का पैकेज मिलेगा वहां जाके. अरे पर 5 लाख आपका महीने का खर्चा हो जाता है व्हेन यू कन्वर्टेड टू डॉलर्स, पाउंड्स, यूरोस. सो प्लीज guys, please be aware about these things. I'm not telling you to not go abroad or leave your dreams or बस इंडिया ही बेस्ट है, आपको बाहर नहीं जाना चाहिए, सब बेकार है. एब्सोल्युटली नॉट. मेरी खुद की बहन अब्रॉड पढ़ के बैठी है, वहां काम करती है, मैं ऐसे बोल ही नहीं सकती. I know the positives of it. But at the same time, I know that most people tend to go abroad because they have a vision in their mind कि wow यार क्या life होगी. They are blinded by the fakeness that we see in movies, or sometimes even friends and relatives portray that pictures that वहां पे तो सब लाइफ अच्छी है. ऐसा नहीं है. है बहुत सारे positives है जैसे कि मैंने बोला, but also be aware that there is a dark side too, there is a negative side too. इनफैक्ट अगर मैं वो टैक्सी ड्राइवर की बात करूँ जो मैं आपको बता रही थी, उसने इतनी अच्छी बात बोली, एंड इट्स सो सैड कि कितने बच्चे इंडिया से बड़े बड़े लोन लेके आ जाते हैं यहाँ पे विदाउट रियलाइजिंग कि यार क्या लाइफ है, और फिर वापस भी नहीं जा पाते क्योंकि गिल्ट होता है कि यार लोन चुकाना है, मम्मी पापा ने लोन दिया है, उनको लोन चुकाना है. एंड इतने साल निकल जाते हैं वो चुका ही नहीं पाते, बिकॉज छोटे छोटे कामों से कितना ही तुम चुका लोगे. एंड ऑफ द डे वहां के खर्चे भी तुम्हें संभालने हैं. So please be aware that while there are beautiful things, there are also some painful things that you need to be, you know, looking at. Don't just be blinded कि मुझे abroad जाके lavish life live करना है, because इतनी lavish नहीं है वो life. It is fun and games till it's a holiday period. It's fun and games while vacation, but when reality hits, reality hits. And anyways, I just wanted to share this point with you. But when reality hits, then reality hits. मुझे इनफैक्ट एक बंदा मिला था who paid and got the PR by doing nursing in Canada. And वो इतना दुखी था, खाली 2 months he was there. He's like, I want to go back home. I'm done. यहाँ पे लाइफ इतनी खराब है. तो आप समझो, it is really not as roses and flowers that we feel. There are roses, there are flowers, but there are thorns too. There's a reason why there are so many homeless people there. इंडिया में भी है, लेकिन जो ड्रग एडिक्शन मैंने वहां देखा है, इट वाज ऑलमोस्ट स्कैरी. For people who know, you know. For people who do not know, just be blessed that you're not in that position of being a drug addict. And yeah, with that I'm ending this video. I'm not crying, by the way, for people who are asking me ko shayad so raha hai, so raha hai. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and please let me know in the comment section if you want me to make more such videos and how any particular question. So please pucho and I'll definitely do my best to answer it. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.